Shalom, brothers and sisters. Beef company CEO says, I will shut down the company before we ship a single bag with mRNA injected meat. Now, you heard that right. They can't get it into all of us. They're going to put it into the food, which they have been doing for a while now in various foods, starting with pigs and other things. Quickly but quietly, Big Pharma and various state governments are working to inject beef and dairy cattle with mRNA vaccines. The practice has been happening with pork since 2018, and beef is next on the agenda. That's if the tick doesn't bite you that makes you sick when you eat meat, but we won't go there, we've covered that. Jason Nelson, CEO of Whole Cows, has been watching the developments closely. His Texas company, which specializes in shelf-stable freeze-dried meat for long-term storage, has vowed to never allow gene therapy cattle to enter the food supply through his products. I'll shut down the company before we ship a single mRNA injected bag. That's why we're growing as quickly as possible so we can achieve the buying power to produce large amounts. We're relatively small, but we have a surplus of tens of thousands of bags of beef by 2024. When the industry starts adopting mRNA jabs for cattle, it's going to happen quickly and the people won't be warned. I mean, how many of you knew about the pigs? He added, we're keeping our finger on the pulse and remaining nimble so we can jump to a safe haven state when necessary. Texas is safe today, but there are risks everywhere. The problem is, everywhere is not going to be safe for him and his meat. The best is just to know when it goes in, and then you'd have some sort of a choice in the matter. At the end of the day though, and this is my opinion, I'm not stressed about it. I'm going home soon anyway. God's got me, God's got my family. If I have to sit and stress about every bite of meat that I buy off a shelf and put into my body, then I just wouldn't be eating, and I'd be stressing and fearing more than I'm actually living in peace and freedom with God as my guide walking with me. I pray over my food. I trust the Lord to take me from one day to the next, and every day that I open my eyes is one more day that He's decided He still needs some work out of me and some time for me to do what I need to do for Him. And I am happy to oblige as much as I would rather be with Him. To live is Christ, but to die is gain. So be aware what they're doing to your food source, and this is why a lot of people are growing their own food, keeping their own animals, because it is ultimately going to be the safest way ahead. But again, our glorious, blessed hope is literally at the door. Maybe today, maybe after this video, maybe before I can upload. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.